Now, session 2, we're going to be talking with Eric, myself, and Tracy. We're going to be going through the team invitational tournaments, NCBA fall tournaments that we're hosting, the spring training showcase that Tracy will be talking about, the D2 district playoffs, D2 World Series, D1 regional tournaments, and the D1 World Series. I'm going to turn it over to Eric to get into our team invitational tournaments and fall tournaments.
Thank you, Christian. The first step of our breakout sessions, like Christian was mentioning, is the team invitational tournaments. First and foremost, they're used as great fundraisers for all the teams. I mean, not only are you playing baseball to, obviously make yourself better and more prepared for the spring, but you have a great chance to, increase your budgets, increase, everything for you for the spring. We're great resources for you guys if you need hotels, facilities. We have great networking with cities all around the country. We've helped, events all around the country. So definitely use us as a resource. We're here to help you guys. Everything from the sponsors, the hotels, like I was saying, to umpires, facilities, everything across the board. So let us know. Fall tournaments. These are the tournaments that we're running in-house. The first one is the Greenville Fall Invitational. So November 3rd through the 5th. It's the 6th annual. They have 16 teams. Tournament directors are Rachel Weber and Tracy Reardon. I know they have a waiting list, but if you want to get on that, contact them. Yeah, it's a great event. I've been down there the last 5 or 6 years, and it's a good time. Wood Wars down in Texas, October 6th through the 8th, 16 teams. Wood Bat, if anybody knows Ryan Norris, it's a fantastic event. He does a swing it challenge. He's got a DJ down there. He does a lot of great things for the teams, and it's worth your time and money. It'll get you prepared for the spring as well. So contact Ryan Norris. His email is on the screen there. Battle Creek Blast, Bailey Park, September 22nd through the 24th. It's the 4th annual. Alex Gannon, our office, is running it, 12 teams, but he is looking for 4 more. His contact information is right there as well. So if you have any interest in joining the event, any questions about it, contact him. Butler County Classic, down in September 22nd, 24th. Christian Smith is heading up the event, and he has 12 teams, or looking for 12 teams, but room for more, looking to add maybe 16. So Wood Bat, tournament director, information right there on the screen. So Henderson Fall Invitational, October 20th through the 22nd. It's the 2nd annual. As of right now, they're looking for more teams. Looking to shoot for 8, maybe 12. It's right outside of Las Vegas, so it's obviously a good time there. Obviously, you can play some baseball as well. So tournament director Norm Doyle, email on the screen. Bring up Tracy Reardon. She's going to talk some spring training for you guys.
Just got to adjust this microphone really fast. Okay, as Eric said, I have taken over the Director of Spring Training Operations for the upcoming season. Last year was in Tampa and Plant City, as it has been for the past 11 or 12 years. There were 60 NCBA teams and also the Rawlings free agent team. 147 games were played over the month of March with all of our club members. So, if you're looking to get some reps in for the spring, it's definitely the chance to come down and do that. We have sponsors for the event: Hooters, Pressbox, McDinton's, Beach Bar, and Circle K Subway. Every team gets VIP cards for all the players to get the discounts from the local sponsors. And of course, Red Bull is kind enough to give us Red Bull to hand out to all of you players when you come down to help you with those early morning games. For the spring training event, we have great accommodations and rates. There's a lot to do in your spare time. You can set your schedule and request certain days off if you'd like to do beach trips or do an MLB spring training game. We're also very close to other areas in Florida where there are other spring break destination places that you might want to visit. We're doing individual hotel contracts, so we're going to get really great deals for you guys for rooming. And 3 of the 2017 World Series teams participated in spring training this year, and that was Penn State, UCF, and Ohio State's D2 team. The showcase is definitely a great atmosphere. A bunch of our staff have played in it and also have just been there to be staff. But it really is just a great time and bonding experience overall. A lot of people do recommend it, like Christian was saying earlier. A lot of teams who go are returning members that go year after year because of how the team bonding takes place down there. You get to know the guys on other club teams in a more relaxing atmosphere, and it's just a lot of fun to kind of shake off the rust from the winter and get ready for the spring season. And it's also a great opportunity to play teams that you wouldn't normally play during your regular conference series, so you get to kind of see how you measure up to teams across the country. And as always, we're recruiting players for the free agent team. I know some of our staff members are chomping at the bit again to play, some not so much. But if you're interested in that, contact Alex Kane and he'll be happy to help you there. We also had the inaugural spring training West Coast series last year, CMU, Montebello, and Sonoma State. The costs for that are similar to the East Coast spring training. All the prices are listed there. If you have any questions about anything in particular, please either contact myself or Alex. NCBA rules do apply, and the registration for both the East Coast and the West Coast are now open. So if you're interested in either one of the tournaments, please reach out to myself and I will get you all of the information that you need. Games do count towards the overall record and your statistics. And the early registration deadline, if you want to save money, is November 15th. And once that deadline does hit, the price to register does increase. So if you're one of those teams who comes every year, be sure to get your stuff in by the 15th so you can save, a couple extra dollars there. And as Christian said, we have signed again with Tampa for 2018. Costs again are listed there. NCBA rules do apply. Registration, like I said, is now open, and all of the teams in our leagues should have received some kind of information about registration. If you haven't and are interested, like I said, please get in touch with me. And the early registration deadline again is November 15th. This year, we are not working with a third party. Teams are required to stay in approved hotels by us that we are contracting individually. Since we aren't using a third party this year, that means the prices and experience you have will be a lot better, and we're going to get you a lot better rates. The hotels know about the showcase since we've worked with a lot of them in the past, so they're going to be able to assist you if any kind of issues do arise. And they're very easy to schedule because they know that we come down there year after year. Hotels also do provide sponsorship for our event, and it helps keeps the game fees low, which I know you guys appreciate because it is a rather expensive trip to come down, but it is affordable as long as you plan ahead of time. And for travel purposes, Avis, as Alex will talk about later on, is our discounted and rental car official sponsor of our league, and they waive the under 25 fee, which is extremely beneficial to all of our member teams. And Eric's going to come back up to talk about the District 2 playoffs.
Thank you, Tracy. So looking back towards last year, 2017, the district playoffs, we had 8 of those all across the country in 2017. All 8 were at a neutral site. One thing that Christian did mention earlier, we're always open to recommendations. We are not aware of every single field throughout the country, so if you guys have a nice home field, especially a turf field, anything that could be a nice resource to us, please let us know. We're always open and looking for more possibilities throughout the country. 7 of the 8 district playoffs featured 4 conference winners last year, while District 8 had 3 conference winners and an at-large. And as Christian mentioned earlier as well, the thing we're really excited for your alignment this year is all 8 districts, or regions I guess you can call them now, will have an at-large bid, so more teams will be qualifying for the playoffs, competing through the whole year, which is exciting news. Through these district playoffs, the NCBA covers all the field costs, game balls, and umpires, so basically, you qualify for your spot, show up, and you compete. Teams receive discounted hotels. We set up exclusive blocks throughout the country for you guys, get you exclusive rates. Same idea as spring training. These teams know the hotels know you're coming, so they know what to expect. They're able to work with us and the teams, so it makes it easier for everybody. Championship plaques, you get the opportunity to play postseason baseball, and most importantly, you get to win a regional championship and qualify for the World Series, national championship. This past year, we were in Pittsburgh, Kansas. It was our 3rd year there. JC Ballpark, turf infield. We had the host hotel of the Lamplighter Inn and Suites. Outstanding accommodations. They gave us great rates, great location. great amenities that work very well for our staff and all the teams there. There's great restaurants and nightlife, as Pittsburgh, Kansas is a college town. Pittsburgh State University is there, obviously a member of our NCBA, and great local sponsors and support. This is just a breakdown of the money that we allocate as a stipend towards in a sense that we're excited to do the same things and we're excited to offer the same amenities that we can to the event, to the teams, and the experience for everybody. At the same time, we're giving you guys the same travel stipend as well. So it's exciting for us, and hopefully that will go up in future years as well. The 2018 World Series, it's our last year at Pittsburgh, Kansas contract. It's our 4th year. That's not saying we're not going to go back there in the future, but it's just this last year of our contract. And some of the factors that we look into with Pittsburgh, Kansas are the field availability, the venue quality, the lights, geographic location, the rental cost, local attendance, and the eagerness of local organizers. We get every time, hey, why don't you come here for the World Series, or why aren't you, more conscious of, everybody's needs? Well, first and foremost, it's impossible to make everybody happy. But with Pittsburgh, Kansas, it's a great central location throughout the United States. The city there has been great with us to, give us everything we can need, give us all the resources we can need. Not like a big city that, doesn't really value us, while Pittsburgh, Kansas does value us. So they do a great job in assisting us to anything we could need with the event, and to, do everything to make it a first-class event with us. I'll bring back Christian Smith, and he's going to do the same spiel, but on the D1 side of things.
Thank you, Eric. As far as the Division I regional tournaments, as in all of our regional tournaments, our goal is to find neutral sites for all the teams in a specific region. We take pride in finding a location that's equidistant for all the teams involved. We always have a lot of cities interested in hosting these regional tournaments just due to the economic impact of bringing teams in. But we are, I think Eric mentioned, if you have an idea, especially a turf field, which we love, if you have an idea for one that's maybe close by to campus, please let us know that. We would love that. I know specifically in the North Atlantic region, Drexel, I worked with Drexel, and we used their home field for the regional tournament, which was a turf field that was a great success and really helped us get in the regional tournament this year. All 8 districts have regional tournaments. We talked about it. Loyola Maryland had a question. Yes, all 8 districts will have an at-large bid, meaning there will be 3 conference winners. We'll get an automatic bid, but the second-place finishers, an at-large selection committee, will be looking at the 3 second-place finishers and picking who we feel is the most deserving of going to regionals. Again, just as Eric mentioned, we're finding hotels with discounted rates that aren't going to price gouge you. Championship trophies are going to obviously be presented to the winning team. You're not going to have to pay for those umpires or field costs or anything like that. The only thing that you'll be coming out of your pocket is a travel cost, which are gas and hotel. And again, please, if you have any recommendations for host sites, we would love to hear them. We absolutely would. So please reach out to us if you have a good site for us. The 2017 NCBA D1 World Series, it was in Holly Springs, North Carolina, and it's the first year of a 2-year contract, so we'll be going back there in 2018. Sandy alluded to it in the introduction of this presentation. It was, in my opinion, maybe I'm biased, but it was the best event we've ever hosted. Just from the quality of the venue, which was a brand new Ting Stadium, which was, when we played there, was formerly known as North Main Athletic Complex. Just a state-of-the-art, brand new, all turf, an exception of the dirt mound venue, in a great location, Raleigh, North Carolina, right outside Raleigh, North Carolina, and Holly Springs, which was easy for teams to get to, fly into, especially the teams on the West Coast. Before we were in Paducah, and Colorado State or whoever it was, Nevada had to fly into Nashville and then drive another 2 hours up to Paducah. What's great about Holly Springs is right outside Raleigh, and you just fly right into Raleigh-Durham International Airport, drive 15 minutes, and you're Holly Springs. So just all the check boxes that we look for at a venue for hosting our World Series were checked, and we're so excited to go back in 2018. I can't express how excited I am, and the city is. The 8 teams that went down there, they know that the city rolled out the red carpet for all those 8 teams, which a lot of times doesn't happen. A lot of times when we go to a World Series event, it's basically the city gives us the key to the stadium and says good luck. That wasn't the case in Holly Springs. They really rolled out the red carpet. They made it less as a tournament and more as an experience for the teams and fans. So we're really, really, really excited that we'll be back in 2018 and hopefully for many years after that. We did have practice facilities at Womble Park, and we had our host hotels, the Doubletree and the Hilton Garden Inn, which are obviously synonymous with just great properties, great hotel properties. They were great to us. The teams, just fantastic all around from them. Obviously, Holly Springs being right outside Raleigh, there's a lot of great nightlife and things to do, restaurants down there. And what we're really, really proud about is this next point. Our attendance increased 120% from the previous year, which is outstanding. And I know there was some factors. ECU, who made the World Series, was 90 minutes away. I know that factored into it. But if you were down at the World Series, the experience down there was incredible. So we're really, really proud of that number. Another number we're really proud about is the sponsorship. Local sponsorship increased 560%, which is huge. And that is all in part to the city. I didn't do anything. Did not have my hands in that at all. The city got all those local sponsors on board showing support for this event. So we're really, really proud that we're working with the city of Holly Springs, the city of Holly Springs Chamber of Commerce, the Coastal Plain League, Holly Springs Salamanders. All those people had just great input in this event being such a huge success. And also Sandy touched on it in the introduction. It was the greatest championship game, maybe the greatest game in general in World Series history between East Carolina and UCF. It was 1-0. ECU won with a single in the bottom of the 10th. Just incredible experience. I'm just thrilled of how things worked out. So it was a great event, and again, just really excited for 2018. That should say 2017 World Series up at the top. Apologize for that. But this gives you a breakdown of the travel stipends that we have given out to the teams over the course of every single World Series. You will see this year we were actually able to increase it to $7,500, which is a 7% increase. And that is strictly due to the local Chamber of Commerce down in Holly Springs, Scott Manning, bringing in those local sponsorship dollars. Those went right back into the team's pocket. So that's why we really, really encourage the teams to go out and utilize those sponsors, because they're basically putting money back into your pocket. So the more they see you, the more they want to invest into the event. So moving forward, we're hopeful that the sponsors that were at the 2017 World Series will be back on for 2018, and that our teams at the 2018 World Series will really utilize those sponsors so that we can keep increasing that number. Again, picture of Ting Stadium right there. It was formerly known as North Main Athletic Complex. We'll be going back there in 2018, so all you Division I teams, you're in store for just an amazing experience. So I hope that makes you work that much harder to get to the D1 World Series. 2018 Division III World Series. This is something that, again, when we're talking D3, we're still in the infancy stages. We're still figuring some things out. But we are looking for a Division III World Series site. If you have a recommendation, please send it to us. We're all ears. We want to see what you have. We're obviously looking for turf, but natural grass works as well. As of right now, we are planning to have this as a 4-team double elimination tournament. It'll kind of be formatted like a regional tournament would be over just a weekend, double elimination. The winners of each district, the 4 districts, will be represented at the World Series. So we're excited about it. More details of the Division III World Series will be coming out as we finalize them. If you have any recommendations for those venues, please send them to Alex, Director of Division III Operations. His email is right there, alex.kane@callclubsports.com.